What was the show topic today? Oh, that's right, memory loss. That's right. We're talking about memory today. We're going to have a gentleman on who's created a memory test. So that's right, all the folks 50 and under, you're going to be able to call in and take this test on the air at Winzenburg on the weekend. Up first is Bill Karneges. Bill is the creator of the memory test. And Bill, welcome to WHO Radio.
Thank you.
Tell us how you got into this whole thing about memory. Do you have a background in science or what?
Well, I have a background in health science. I have a degree in health science, and I've written nutritional-related stuff, and I tend to be research-oriented, and it really started from a personal standpoint when my father, who is 89 years old now, started to lose his memory in a very big way, which I found, interesting and amusing and also, sad at the same time.
It's probably made you nervous too then, right?
Yeah, well, I was wondering, is there a genetic component here? I mean, is this something that I have to look forward to? And, is there something that can be done about it? I mean, that's the other thing. I'm so proactive, and I know that there can be a lot can be done with nutrients and alternative things and mainstream things. I go, what is there out there? And once I did all of that, I wanted to know right away. I go, well, just how good is my memory?
Exactly.
Where does it stand? And in terms of health overall, I believe if we have baselines that we can establish for ourselves at every age, really, if we can start, the younger we start, the better, we can actually see how we're changing over time and what we can do, maybe we should take some actions to prevent or reverse some of these changes.
So this is really for folks our age group, 30s, 40s, even younger, who are interested in finding out how their memory is at this point and then how they can improve it, right?
That's right, because the bad news and the good news is all mammals have memory, age-related memory things. In fact, our memory starts to decline at the age of 25.
Really?
Well, we're not supposed to live that long. We've done a whole lot in our modern life to extend our lifespans, and so our memories do start to decline slowly. And by the time you're from the 25 to 49, in terms of just like, let's say, some practical things like remembering names after 1 hour of being introduced, it declines by 35% by the time you're 49. And then by the time you're 79, it goes up to like 74%.
Wow. Now, this is a very unusual interview because I have not read your book, and there's a reason, because you told me you did not want me to take the test ahead of time.
That's right.
And the listeners know that I read every book that I get, and I usually am pretty well-versed, but at this point I'm not quite sure what we're headed into here. The cover of the book says, Discover Your MQ, Memory Quotient. What is that?
Well, the memory quotient, it's funny. It's something that I had thought of, and then when I did the research, the term itself was coined in the early 1900s by a psychologist, and they did it about the same time when they're developing a first IQ test, and they needed to determine if somebody comes into the hospital, if they have brain damage, and this sort of thing, and I was really happy actually to discover that. That the work had been done, and the test wasn't available, to the general public. In clinical settings, you can do it. They often will give really short portions of the test, which we're actually going to do on the air.
Right.
Often they'll do it when you have your eyes examined, because they found that there's a relationship between memory and vision.
Really?
Yeah, it's interesting.
So when we have our eyes examined, what is being done in that test that's memory related?
Well, they want to find out if when they're correcting your vision, they'll give you a test often before they give you your prescription, and then later they'll do the test again to find out is it better or worse, and that sort of thing. Our
guest is Bill Karneges. He's the creator of the memory test. And it's a small booklet. It's only $4.50. It's really fun. It's something that you could use for your memory. I'm hoping it's fun because he's going to test me here in a minute. Now, Bill, what are some things that affect memory? For instance, off the top of my head, I would think stress really impacts memory.
Stress is a big one. It's something that people notice themselves. Stress affects your... I don't know, everyone must have heard of antioxidants at this point, things like vitamin E and vitamin A, vitamin C, and some more exotic ones. When you're under stress, you use up your neurotransmitters and your antioxidants that your body creates, and that causes, there's immediate messed up. I mean, with stress, there's immediate things like your blood sugar levels. I mean, your brain needs, the three most basic things your brain needs is water, blood sugar, and oxygen. Okay, now stress can impact not your water, but your blood sugar and your oxygen, actually.
So do you see a relationship then between people who have very high stress jobs and then much faster memory loss?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely on the short term.
What about what we eat or how we exercise? Do those impact memory?
Everything impacts memory. The things that are good for your health, anything that's good for your health overall. Sleep is critical. They're finding out sleep is like the cure-all almost.
Yeah, but what's happening in society now? We had a sleep show back last week where we talked with a woman who essentially said we're down about an hour and 15 minutes a night on our sleep. So that's increasing our stress, and it all balls together to decrease our memory.
Definitely. Among other things, I mean, sleep, back to the whole antioxidant cycle thing again, you need your sleep in order to regenerate your body's own ability to produce its antioxidants that it produces. And when you don't do that, basically wastes start to build up in your organs, liver, and it starts to leak out into the blood and into the brain. I mean, this is something I'm proud of in terms of isolating the key things having to do with health. You basically need to have your circulation, nutrients in, and wastes out.
Okay, that's a good way to go through life. Nutrients in, waste out.
And with any disease almost, you're going to find a problem with something having to do with that.
Is there memory food? Is there food that's better for your memory?
Definitely.
Like what?
Oh, you can, if you eat, let's say you eat salmon or a sardine, within, most of your listeners will notice something within 25 minutes after eating a meal like that. If you pay attention, if you start paying attention to things you eat and how it affects you.
Okay, what else other than the fish foods? What else is there?
Oh, asparagus is rich in RNA, which is good for the brain.
Haven't hit anything that I eat yet, so. What else?
Well, I mean,
Big Macs, aren't Big Macs good for your memory? I sure am reminded to head to McDonald's a couple times a week. So.
Just on the short term, but nuts and seeds. Basically, we're looking at nutrient-rich food.
Okay, what's bad then to eat for your memory?
It would,
Don't tell me sugars.
Sugar, it depends on how your overall diet is. The whole thing is having to do with balance. If you're eating too much sugar and not getting, what too much means, you're not getting enough of the other things like protein and fats. Okay, if you're not getting enough proteins and fats, then the sugar is going to be a problem. If you're not getting your minerals, if you're not eating enough greens,
so the sugar is a substitute for the things that you really need.
Yeah, that's when it becomes a problem.
And then you also encourage folks to take vitamins as well.
I do in a big way. I mean, I really, so we're not all created equal. We're not born in perfect health, and there's just so much evidence showing how much you can do by taking certain nutrients, more than you might normally get in your diet, especially now with the brain. One of the things that happens with age, one of the key things that causes the problem is its electrical activity, basically. And there's a nutrient, you can get it in foods, by eating soybeans and this sort of thing, but you don't really get it in the dose that you need to really make an impact. And they've done double-blind studies with this. I mean, it's really quite remarkable.
Our guest is Bill Karneges. He's the creator of the memory test. We're now going to open up the phone lines, and we're going to give you the memory test over the air. And one of our callers is going to get a copy of the memory test book, and you get to find out how your memory is. Now, we're going under 55, okay? And that's because his book is really geared for those of us in our 20s, 30s, 40s. He said the decline starts at age 25, and so he's going to gear it toward you today at 284-1040 on News Radio 1040 WHO. We're going to take a break now and talk with a couple of memory experts, Van and Bonnie.
And what was your name again?
Who?
Okay.
This is Stephen Winzenburg on the weekend on News Radio 1040 WHO. Right now, Bill Karneges is here. He's going to give us the memory test. Just how many tests are in the book, Bill?
Actually, it's a 7-part test, so there's 7 tests, and then you actually get 2 of those, because I figured, if one person is giving the test to someone else, and the person that gave the test is going to want to do the test
so
too.
2 versions of a 7-part test.
That's right.
And I'm going to start first, then we'll go to our phone line. So, Bill, hit me with the test. I have not looked at this, so I don't know what it's going to be. We'll find out what my memory is.
All right. First, we're going to warm your brain up a little bit.
Uh-oh. I've got to warn you, I've been awake since 2:30 this morning. So.
Well, that will make a difference on how you perform, but I think you'll do all right anyway. All right, what I would like you to do, we're not going to score this one at all.
Here's a warm-up.
It's just a warm-up. I would like you to say the alphabet, but only say every other letter of the alphabet. Like say A, but not B, okay?
C, E, G, I, K, M, P, R, U. I'm totally lost.
Okay. All right, that's good enough. That's good enough.
What do you mean that's good enough? Wasn't that great? So you encourage mental warm-ups.
I do before they take the test.
So every other letter of the alphabet, that's a mental warm-up.
And it's to get you focused, and you
really got me focused. What's another mental warm-up?
And in order to really get an accurate reading, really you should be in a place where there are no distractions. And you're having a lot of distractions. You've got people walking around and everything like that. So.
Thanks for giving me excuses.
Okay, so you need to really,
What's another? Can you use numbers in a mental warm-up?
I do have another one here with numbers, actually. I would like you to count backward by threes, starting at 33, and I'll just tell you when to stop.
That's easy.
Okay.
33, 30, 27, 24, 21, 18, 15, 12, 9.
Okay, that's good enough. That's good. All right, it looks like you might be better on the numbers.
6, 3, 0. There. I got it.
Actually, the test both sides of your brain, right and left.
I'm better at numbers.
Numbers and words. Okay, so we'll see here. Let's give you a number test, and what I would like you to do is count. I'm going to give you a series of numbers, and I would like you to repeat them in the same order in which I give them.
Okay.
Okay, they need to be in the same order.
Let's do this real quickly because I want to get to the listeners.
Okay, for instance, if I say 301.
301.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to keep going until you fail. So failure is acceptable on this test. All right, 5832.
5832.
Correct. 39805.
39805.
Correct. 840792.
840792.
Correct. 9237657.
9237657.
Correct. 385720093.
You lost me right there.
Okay,
I'm trying so hard to concentrate, and maybe that's a problem when you take a test like this. We'll talk with our next guy about this when you take tests, because sometimes you try too hard, and I was trying so hard to concentrate that when you started going on the long numbers, I just gave up.
Okay, here I'm going to give you the same one again. You get to do it twice for the same group. 6, 4, 8, 9, 1, 6, 3, 7.
6, 4, 8, 9, 1, 6, 3, 7.
You did it.
Yeah, I cheated.
Okay.
I wrote it down.
No.
Let's get to the phone lines.
Okay.
I was being nasty. So 284-1040 is our number. We're giving listeners the memory test, and we're going to give one copy of the book away to one of our listeners. Call us now, 800-469-4295. We have lines open. And Tony, you're up first to take the memory test. Hi, Tony.
Hi.
And are you in the baby boomer or below age group?
Yes, I am. I'm a student at Iowa State. So
Great. Okay.
23.
Bill, he's 23. Let's give him a memory test. He still has his memory with him. Two more years, Tony.
I hope I don't give the Cyclones a bad name here.
Okay.
All right, Tony. I'd like you to say every other letter of the alphabet, starting with A.
Every other letter?
Every other letter. Say A, but not B.
Okay.
Okay.
A, C, E, G, I, K, M, O, Q.
Yeah, see, you got lost where I did, too.
S, U, W, X.
Okay. All right, very good.
That's his warm-up. You're warming him up.
Okay.
Yeah, it might need more than one, I guess.
Right.
Okay,
That's just a warm-up.
We got you focused here now, okay? What I'm going to do with you, we're going to do a word test, okay? I'm going to read you a list of words, and then you can repeat them back in any order that you remember them, okay?
Okay.
But I'm going to give you all 8 words, and I'll tell you, and then I'll say go, and then you remember as many as you can. Okay. Here we go. Space. Land. Don't repeat yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Face. Land. Press. Relay. Host. Exude. Show. Take. Okay, repeat.
Okay. Space, land, relay, craft. I think that's just about it.
You're not driving, are you, Tony?
Yeah, I am
You're
actually.
driving
so-
and taking a memory test.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, you're pretty distracted, so that's going to
Tony, you did such a good job. I'm just going to give you a copy of the book. How about that?
Hey, all right. I might
Okay.
need it.
All right, you hold on. We're going to get your information down. And let's get to Jane. You're up next on WHO Radio. Hi, Jane. How are you today?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
How's your memory today?
I hope it'll be good.
Okay, let's give her a little memory test, Bill.
Okay, that was below average, by the way, for Tony.
Well, now he's driving, so he should be having his mind on the road, right?
And you scored average on the number test. Steve,
Well,
by the
thank
way.
you. At least I wasn't below average.
Right, 7 numbers.
I like how you used the word failure when it got to me, too. Okay, let's get one for Jane here.
Okay, Jane. Jane, have you been listening?
No, not very long.
Okay, well, we better warm your brain up then.
Okay.
I would like you to say every other letter of the alphabet. Start with A.
Oh.
Say A, but not B, okay?
Okay. A, C, E, G, I, K, M, O, Q, S, U, W, Y.
Okay, pretty good.
Did I mess
Not
up?
bad, not bad, Jane. All right, what I'm going to do with you is, you know what? I'm going to give you the number one.
Need to hear Bill a little bit more here.
I
Okay.
beg your pardon?
Just trying to get your level up. We can barely hear you here, Bill.
Oh, okay. Let me see if this mic here
Okay.
is this better.
Yep.
Okay. Jane, I would like you to. I'm going to give you a series of numbers,
Uh-huh.
and I would like you to repeat them in the same order in which I give them to you.
Okay.
Okay. For instance, if I say 301, you would say
301.
correct. Okay, here we go. 6941.
6941.
Correct. 72694.
72694.
Correct. 249736.
249736.
Correct. 4857362.
4897362.
You missed one. Let me do it again.
Okay.
9237657.
9237657.
Correct. 3857293.
3857293.
Very good.
Boy,
Oh,
Okay, we got more.
I'm kind of
you should
okay.
be playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You're pretty good, Jane.
You know, I am going to be interviewed for a game show coming up.
Well, what game show's
Oh,
that?
it's a new one they're going to have.
What's it called?
Paranoia.
Paranoia. Well, after taking this number test, man.
Okay.
One more for Jane.
Here we
Okay.
go. 260179385.
260179835.
Close. Let's do it again.
Almost.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
583971062.
583971602.
Very close. You did the same thing again. Okay.
Well, you're pretty good, Jane. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and give Jane a copy of the book, too, okay?
That's well above average. Yes,
So
it is.
she's above average. So
That's
Jane
strong. That's strong,
scored
actually.
best today. And if you hold on, we're going to go ahead and get your information and give you a copy of the memory test book. Bill Karneges is with us, and Ray's up next. And Ray, you're on a cell phone, but you were smart enough to park the car.
Yeah, I got off the street. I didn't want any handicaps there.
That's right. Okay, let's try it, Bill. Let's give Ray a test. Okay,
Okay,
Bill?
Ray. If you've been listening, your brain's warmed up good enough here. I'm going to do a number test with you, but this one's a little different than the last one. I want you to repeat the numbers backwards. So if I say 301, you would say?
301.
No, I want you to do it
Oh,
backwards.
okay. 103.
Correct.
Oh, that's gonna be
Okay,
hard.
You got that?
Okay.
All right,
I'm glad
here
you
we go.
parked.
All right, here we go. 749.
947.
Correct. 9476.
6497.
Let's do it again. 5308.
8035.
Correct.
There you go.
42701.
10742.
Almost.
10724.
Yeah.
24.
Very, very, very close. You'll get it on this one. 85237.
73258.
Correct. 641-973.
379146.
Okay.
Very good. Very good. Here we
Good
go
memory.
again. 207-5913.
3915072.
Kind of close.
Very close. Very close.
So, Bill, what's his rating? How did Ray
that was
do?
actually very good for that. That's above average for that for the backward test.
So, Ray, you have above average memory.
Oh, all right.
That's a hard test. And you know what? You did such a good job, Ray. You hold on. We're going to get your address and give you a copy of the memory test book. And, Bill, let's get one more caller in. Pam, you get a chance to take the test, too. Hi, Pam.
Hi.
And let's see what Bill has in store for you, because I think these are kind of tough.
Yeah, that backwards one was.
That was.
Yes. Okay, Pam, I'm going to do the word one. I'm going to give you a list of words, and I want you to repeat them in any order that you can remember them, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Resort, under, fall, equal, pair, trail, sign, term. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Resort, under, equal, turn, pair. I can
That's
hear
right.
you.
That's
couldn't
good.
hear you very well.
Yeah, that's right.
I guess that's all I can remember.
That's very good, actually. That's 5 out of that, and that is, I'll find a quick moment here. On the first test, 5 is average.
Okay, good.
Very
so,
good.
So at least you're not below average. Good for you, Pam, and we're going to give you a copy as well. We have one more copy left. We're going to give it to Pam. They're going to be sending these out to you. Bill is the creator of the memory test. Finally, Bill, how do you improve your memory? Real quickly, what are some quick tips on what people can do to improve their memory?
Okay, I mean, they should get a good night's sleep, they should exercise, and they should learn more. I mean, throughout the lifetime, as long as you keep learning new things, that's the number one thing that you can do.
What about repetition? Does repetition help?
Repetition dulls the brain, ultimately.
Repetition dulls the brain?
Yes. Don't try to remember things. Make it meaningful, and then you'll
Really?
remember. Just
What
keep
about where you
learning.
assign pictures like that, the word quiz that you gave her? Are you supposed to be assigning pictures? Don't they have a word for that where you assign pictures to something and try to remember it?
Well, they have mnemonic. Yeah, it's called
Yeah,
mnemonic
mnemonic,
tricks.
that's right.
Yes, exactly. And those are just little devices that you can use to remember things, which are good for practical purposes, but it doesn't. And it exercises your mind to some extent. I mean, but from a practical purpose, people aren't going to be doing that all the time. That's why I say stay interested.
Right.
Learn a language.
Now,
Study
I also
music.
heard things like classical music help, pleasing sense, have pleasing sense around.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, in terms of if you need to remember something for a test or something like that, have a pleasant flower smell or peppermint they found can actually improve. But you have to have the scent there when you're doing the test too.
How are you going to do that unless you have lip gloss? That's what you should need. Smelly lip gloss.
That's right.
And put it right, big glop on your lips, and while you're taking the test, you can inhale.
And then, of course, taking different nutrients that they can find in the book. I list about 15 nutrients they can take, and they'll find it on the website.
So you're real
as well.
big on vitamins.
Yes, definitely.
Thanks a lot, Bill. We appreciate your help. He's the creator of the memory test.